Hey there, this is Kat Ramirez here, and I am live. Yay. So I have in my notes that I want to talk about going live. I have talked about this before, but it's been a while. And I thought, what a great opportunity to talk about going live because we've all been locked up, some of us probably longer than others, since the pandemic. And this is a great opportunity to kind of touch base and know and see, are you going live? Are you doing things that you can do to stand out and make your business stand out, but also create credibility and create some good content and address some questions that maybe some of your future customers have? And so I want to take this opportunity to talk about some ways to make going live easy for you. And they don't necessarily have to be like, you don't have to be live on every platform. You can test going live. You can do live. If you have a small group, you can try it there. You can try live on your business page. You can try it there. You can try live on your personal page. So there's a lot of different places where you can literally try doing lives without disrupting, your whole world, and also so that you test it so that it's not as intimidating. So before I go into the whole topic and ways for you to go live, let me just introduce myself in case you're new to my show. I'm trying to change this. Okay. I'm Kat Ramirez, CEO and founder of Advertise and Hashtag Social Buzz. We help businesses stand out and grow. Woo. And my expertise and the thing that I love most is social media, promoting businesses and helping them stand out in social media. And so being live, doing live is one of the ways that you can control your content, your dialogue in social media and help yourself stand out. Okay. So let me do some shout outs because I already got people just jumping in and talking, and I love it. And so let me do some shout outs here. Yvonne Franklin, yes, very interested in doing live videos. Awesome, Yvonne. You're going to love the content that I have today. It's quick, simple, easy. I'm going to make it so it's palatable for anybody to do a live. Consuela Muniz says, great topic. Awesome. I hope you get some stuff out of this. Kevin Ryan, Kevin from Connecticut. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. I hope that you experiment with some lives. This is, again, a great opportunity to set yourself apart, to present yourself as a credible person in your industry, in your marketplace. Daniel Faust says StreamYard can make you live in many places. I agree, and that's what I'm using today. Thanks for that, Daniel. And then Lynn Lee Hallgrub says, hey, Lynn, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And then Daniel says, love to be on an interview. Absolutely, Daniel. I'm going to reach out to you. I would love to have you as a guest on my show. Okay, so let's talk about going live and what are some of the things that you can do to make this easy for you, and why should we go live? Why should we do this? Okay. And when I did my research, because I was like, I know why I do this every day, and I know why it benefits me, and it also helps me in presenting myself as a very credible resource in my field. And for me, because I talk about social media and we help people with social media, wouldn't it just make sense for me to lead by example? And leading by example is presenting and doing lives and doing other things on social media that are going to help me stand out. So I do have a quick one sheet. If you are interested in getting the one sheet on how to create your lives, drop me a line, drop your email, message me, DM me, whatever you want to do. I can give you this quick one sheet so that you can have the information that I'm just going to go through to help you do your own lives really, really quick. And so that it's not so overwhelming and consuming and you're like, oh, I can't do this. Or even for the fact, because I get a lot of people that talk to me and say, oh my God, Kat, how do you get all the graphics, and how do you, do you have a special camera because you look like, like you have all this lighting and stuff and things like that. No, you don't need to spend a lot of money. I'm here to tell you, you do not need to spend a lot of money. That's not the point of doing live video. The point of doing live video is that you're addressing questions that your future customers have, and you're going to address them publicly live to them, but then to a bunch of other people who probably have those same questions. And you're going to find out that more than one person has that question, and you're actually going to help by providing the information live. And so that's what you're going to find that's going to be very, very useful to you. And what I've learned when I started doing my lives is when I'm in my one-on-one meetings with clients and I do my discovery call. So the discovery call is a question analysis that I'm just finding out information about my clients and trying to get a better handle on what their needs are and what their biggest challenge is. So as I'm going through these discovery calls, I pick out questions or things that I find that are reoccurring from one client to the next. And I keep a note and I keep a tally on all these things that I keep hearing over and over and over. So I'll give you a great example. Like if a client doesn't have a website and then they ask me, should I have a website? And so I'll tell them the pros and the cons. And so then I do a live and I talk to you guys about, okay, here's why you should have, why, my reasons why you should have a website. So here are the pros, here's the cons. You make your determination. And then I do another live on what website should I create? Okay. So you're going to do the same thing with your business and your model. And you're going to find reoccurring questions that happen over and over and over. And that you're going to address in your live. And so let's say you're selling insurance. Okay. So probably a reoccurring question is, costs. How much is it? And if I buy it, is it going to cover anything? Is it actually going to cover anything? Because deductibles are so high right now, right? So if I was in the insurance and I did lives, I'd be talking about price and deductibles and what's better for you. So things like that. So lives, think of lives as an opportunity to educate and to educate the person that you want to gain their respect, because eventually you want them to buy from you, right? That's the whole point of this, is you're going to build this credibility. Okay. So I can give you reason after reason after reason why doing lives is really important and it's going to help you. And there's more reasons why to do it than not to do it. Okay. So as I go through my quick little one sheet, because I do have a quick little one sheet that's going to help you. It's my little sheet, and I love using it. And any of my new clients, I give to them as a template of how to go live. Because at the end of the day, what you don't want is when you go live and you're like shell shock and you're like, now what? What do I do? What do I say? You don't want that. So what you want is you want it to flow. And you also want to get comfortable talking to yourself, because I know at first it was very uncomfortable. It was completely uncomfortable when I first went live, because I'm like, I'm just talking to myself. And you have to get really, really comfortable with how uncomfortable it is, because it is completely and utterly uncomfortable. The other thing you have to get acquainted with and you have to get comfortable with is the fact to know that nobody may be watching you right now. There might not be anybody watching you. And you got to be very, very comfortable with that and know that it is okay. It's okay, because the whole point of live and doing live video is it's repurposed. It goes out into our social media world. And if somebody searches or finds it, or somebody, comments, that's the whole cool thing about live video or any social media, is the more people that comment and say something or gives a thumbs up or a like or a heart or anything, the more likely someone else is going to be exposed to this live video that you're creating, so that it does go viral and it goes into the hands of the people who really do want to see it. Because that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is you want it to go into the hands of someone that it's going to benefit, and they're going to utilize it, and they're going to create some great things with your live video. Okay. So maybe it's a few takeaways that they take and they learn from that and they get better in their game or what have you. Okay. Ultimately, that's what you want. You want people to take these little nuggets and you want them to just take off and run with them. Okay. So let's just go through my quick worksheet and let's talk about how we can create a live video without it becoming so overwhelming. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to sit here in front of my computer. I'm going to set myself up. And then what? What do I do? So I'm going to tell you. So first and foremost is you want to make sure that you create a backdrop for yourself. Okay. So if your backdrop is going to be your home, then stage it. Stage it so it's clear, it's not busy, that you have a nice backdrop. Okay. If you don't have natural lighting, okay? And I apologize for the pets. I have 2 dogs. But if you don't have natural lighting, okay, first and foremost, put your computer in front of a window. I'm in front of a window, just in case you guys want to know. In fact, I'm not just in front of any window. I'm in front of a huge patio window, 2 big windows. Actually, there's 4. And so that's where my computer is faced in front of. So I have this natural light. The more natural light that you can put on yourself for your live videos, the better. Natural light is way better than artificial light. It's going to make you look gorgeous and beautiful and shiny, and it's going to highlight all the great features that you do want to highlight. Do not put yourself in a dark room. Do not put your computer and the windows behind you. Don't do that. You want to face the window. So either face the window or have it on the side of you. That's the kind of lighting you want. You want it as natural as you can get it so that you just look just beautiful, just absolutely stunning. So natural light's going to give you the best reflection. Okay. So keep in mind your staging. So clear back. If you're facing the window, then you want as less distractions on the back end as you can. Just as simple, clean. It's always the philosophy, keep it stupid, keep it simple. Just keep it simple and clean. That's what you want. Okay. So once you get your lighting and you get yourself staged, okay, do you need a mic? I bought this mic and I'll show you it. Okay. I bought that on Amazon for like $15. This is, I watched Pat Flynn give me a one-on-one on mics, and I think this is like the, Audio Tech mic. It's just a basic mic. I just bought a basic Audio Tech mic, and I hope I'm not making a lot of popping sounds by moving that mic. And it costs, I want to say less than $20. It was really cheap. It's a plug-in. And that's it. And then I bought this little sound pop for like $5. It was on Amazon. It was not a big deal. And so you don't need a boom. You only need this if you have a lot of bouncing on your desk. And that's the whole purpose of a boom. This is called a boom. Okay. The whole purpose of the boom is if you have a lot of bouncing, because you don't want the mic to get all this reverb. Okay. So I had the boom already in my office. We closed that office. So I brought it to my home office and I'm using it because otherwise it'd go to waste, right? So I'm using it. Okay. So this is a basic function. Now for the video, I'm actually just using my computer. That's my computer. I have a Mac computer. I'm just using it. So I'm not spending any extra money on anything. This is as natural as it can be. That's it. Just simple, basic components here. Okay. Now, as far as like your setup, let's think about your dialogue, your content, and how you're going to structure this. Okay. So this is what we're going to talk about now. And again, you have to keep in mind, keep it simple, keep it stupid. That's what you want. Keep it simple, keep it stupid. The more simple, the more basic, the better off the launch of your live the better that you don't get into the where you're buying time. You don't want to buy a lot of time. Don't do that. So be very tuned in and be aware. Okay. You want to be able to have the structure so that it's formatted. You know exactly what you're going to talk about and get into it. And then that's it. You close and leave. Okay. So it should be like 5 to 10 minutes. My lives are usually longer. I usually have them about 30 minutes. And at 30 minutes, it's hard for me to cut myself off. I'm like, oh my God, it's time to cut off. Oh my God, the clock is ticking. I need to end. Okay. Because I'm a talker and I've gotten used to my lives. And that's the other thing. You're going to get used to your lives too. And your lives will grow as you grow. And that's a good thing. You want them to grow. Okay. So let's talk about the structure of your lives. Okay. First off, you want to make sure that you're going to put this on the calendar. So how often are you going to put on the calendar? At first, you might do it once a month. Maybe that's how many times you do it. And then that way you can promote it and you can create an event out of it. And maybe you do it once a month. Okay. Or you can do it once every 2 weeks or once a week. I have a girlfriend who does lives, and I don't know if she still does it. I don't know if she sticks to her schedule, but she was doing it once every other week. She was doing her wine tastings and introducing a new wine and talking about the wine and doing a live wine tasting. Okay. So it's whatever you're going to be comfortable with. But what I would challenge you and ask you to do is find a time and date and stick with it and make it an appointment and hold yourself accountable and do it. So if you're going to pick once a week, then stick to it and hold yourself accountable and do it once a week. Okay. If you're going to do it once a month, stick with it, hold yourself accountable and actually do it. Okay. So that's the structure, is create a timeline, create an event for it. Make sure that you're going to hold yourself accountable and you're actually going to do it, because you can't learn and grow if you don't actually do it. And if you don't do it frequently, you're not going to grow as well. Okay. And then the other thing, so once you've figured out your calendar and you've put it, and now you know, okay, you can practice, and this is going to be your format. This is going to be your structure. Okay. And again, they're going to be 5 to 10 minutes long. The length of it is going to be dependent on the content of the meat. Okay. Not on the bits and pieces. It's the content of the meat. So your intro will be the beginning, and you're going to practice it. You can script it out. You can do whatever you want. So my intro is, hey, this is Kat Ramirez. I am founder and CEO of Advertise and #SocialBuzz. We help businesses stand out and grow. Boom. My intro is the same. I do that every time. So you're going to create your own intro. Your intro is going to be the stage you're setting up. It's going to be your personality. It's going to be how you want the feel of your life to go, in what direction. So some of you may not be as excited and energetic as me, and that's okay. That is okay, because you want your life to have your personal brand in it. You want it to have your personal feel. Okay. So that's your intro. Your intro is going to be quick, simple, and to the point. Okay. Some people in their intro maybe say a little bit personal about themselves, share something personal, because they want their audience to start to learn about them. So the intro is basically your welcome. Introduce yourself. It's like, and I always tell people this, it's like when you go into somebody's home. So you can go into somebody's home when you go on their website, when you go into their actual home, into their office, and so in your life. Okay. When you go into somebody's home, you want to introduce yourself, right? You want people to know who you are before you actually go into their home. So that's why there's an intro. You got to introduce yourself and you got to set the lane field. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to talk about what is your topic. You want to remind people and let them know, even if you posted it on the notes, you want to remind people of your topic. And so just like I reminded you guys after I did my intro, I said, hey, today I'm going to talk about going live. Yay! I'm going to make live easy and fun for you. And we're going to figure this out. And I'm going to tell you the pros and cons. And I'm going to tell you the benefits of going live. And I'm going to make going live easy for you. I'm going to give you the steps and I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. So intro, right? Intros first. Make it short and simple and sweet. So you can like have it as fun as you want, or you can have it as serious as you want. It's up to you. This is your intro. Second is the topic. You remind people, what is the topic? What am I going to talk about? You got to let people know that so they know when they're tuning in or going into this, what are you going to talk about? Okay. And then the best part is the meat. This is me telling you, or you telling your audience, here's the topic. Here's what you're going to do. Here's what you need to prepare for. And maybe you have bullet points and you're going to go through the bullet points, and the bullet points are your notes and you have them here, in front of you. But don't put them up here because nobody wants to see them like that. But maybe you have them in front of you so that you make sure that you hit every bullet point. Okay. So whatever the case may be, you want the meat of it. So the meat is going to take the longest part. So the meat can be like 2 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. And for me, the meat could be, that's my longest part, could be 20 minutes. So it's up to you. So that's the meat of your content. Okay. And again, it doesn't have to be very, very long. If you're just hitting some bullet points and covering your topic. So let's say that it was the example I gave earlier where I was an insurance rep, and a reoccurring question that came up over and over and over was, affordability on insurance. Is it worth my while? Is it really going to cover anything? Am I going to buy insurance just to buy insurance and then have this huge deductible just because I may never use it, where I could buy, some kind of medical service. And I know of this because I have a client who does this, where you buy into a monthly subscription for just coming in to go see the doctor, and it covers that stuff. So stuff that the major medical doesn't cover. Okay. So something like that. So anyway, so as the insurance person, and I talk about the meat of the cost, I might talk about the pros and cons. Here's a major medical, and this is why you might need it, and here is a regular plan where maybe you go and subscribe and you have kids and they're sick all the time and you need to go to the doctor and maybe go to that. So you guys get where I'm going with this. The meat of your show is going to be where you address the topic. Okay. That's where you're going to hit it hard. And so whether you do it as bullet points or you do it as you're going to summarize and give the highlights, pros and cons, however you're going to describe the meat of your topic. Okay. Then we go to recap, because you want to recap what you're talking about. So at the very end of your show, not the extreme end, but close to the end, you're going to recap. You're going to say, hey, today we talked about going live. I gave you some topics or some bullet points on what you need to do to prepare, what kind of equipment you should have, how to set up the backdrop, and how to get proper lighting. Okay. And so if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me and let me know, or drop me a comment today and I will reach out to you and give you more information in regards to it. So recap what you talked about. Recap the highlights so people understand that's what I talked about. That's what I covered. In case you missed it, watch it again. Okay. And then you want to close. You want to ask if anybody has any questions, so you're going to, before you end in with your call to action, that's going to be the next thing. So you're going to close with, hey, if you have any questions, and I kind of did this when I did the recap because I do this so often, it's almost natural for me, but you're going to ask people, hey, if you have any questions, if you want more details about specific lives, or you want to just, talk to me and maybe go through a rundown on your live, then drop me a line, leave me a question, direct message me. You can get a hold of me, so you give people the opportunity to reach out to you if they do have any questions, if they want to reach out to you. So make yourself as accessible as you can. That's the whole purpose of the live. The live is to be this, ongoing live experience where you're addressing people's concerns, answering their questions, and helping them out as much as you can. And so that's the whole point of the live. Okay. And then at the very end, this is the very end. Now we're at the end of your live. And now this is the tutorial. This is your little summary sheet. You close with a call to action. And I hope you know what a call to action is, because you should be doing call to actions all the time. So you close and you say, hey, Again, I'm Kat Ramirez. I'm CEO and founder of hashtag Social Buzz and Appetize, and we help businesses stand out and grow. Yes. And today I talk to you about creating your own live videos. If you need help with your business, let's say you don't want to do lives. Let's say that you just want someone to help you stand out and grow. Reach out to me. Let's schedule a one-on-one consult because I do those for free. And let's see what your needs are. And let's see if I can help you with those problems that you have and challenges so that we can help your business stand out and grow. So make sure at the very end you have a call to action. What do you want people to do? What do you want people to do? So the whole purpose of your live is to educate and to get people more information so that you can help them make a good business decision or conquer a challenge that you hear over and over and over. Okay. But at the end of your live, this is about you. You create your call to action. You let people know what you want them to do. Because that's the whole point of this live, is for them to have the call to action to create some momentum. Not everybody's going to reach out to you. No, that's not always going to happen. Some people might, some people may not. But you should always then leave with, hey, make sure you drop your, let me know where you're watching from. Tell me if you're watching this live, or repurpose and tag a friend, someone that you think could benefit from this video. So that is it. That's your cheat sheet on creating a live video. It's not that hard. I hope I made it as easy, as breezy as you can be. And if you need to rewatch this, watch it again, because I give you the one-on-one steps on creating your own live. Okay, so let's talk about some reasons why creating live is good besides building credibility and positioning you as a market leader in your marketplace. Okay, other things that the live video can do is this is evergreen content. This is content you can repurpose. You can use this content on your website. You can use this on your email marketing. You can use it on other social platforms. So this is really, really good content. If you're doing blogs, blogs, you can, there are programs that will translate all the audio and create a blog out of it. Okay. So this is really, really good content. If you're doing podcasts, you can just strip out the visual, okay? And you can just use the audio. Now this is now your podcast. So this is evergreen content that you're doing. So when you do lives, you're doing them and you're repurposing them for so many other reasons. And it's just amazing. And it's really good, rich content that is yours, that you're creating, that you can use again and again and again. Because I will tell you, I'm doing this tutorial on creating your own live. I did it before. Raise your hand if you saw it before. Tell me if you've seen this before. I can promise the people that are watching today probably have not seen my other video where I talked about doing lives, because not everybody is on social media at the same time, and not everybody is going to haphazardly find this. So I could do this again, probably in another 3 months, and another 3 months, and another 3 months, and not the same people will have watched it. So again, that's the whole purpose of doing live and engaging with your audience as an expert in your field so that they reach out to you. Because this is a lead generator, people. It is a lead generator. And especially if you're doing lives and addressing challenges that your future customer has over and over and over, then you're going to gain some respect from them. And they're going to start to call you, and they're going to start to look toward you as the expert. Okay. So, wow. And I just hit the 30 minute mark. So awesome. I finished just in time. I appreciate you watching. I really do. And I hope this was beneficial. I hope that I see a lot of people go live. And if you do, here's my challenge to you. If you do go live, tag me. Tag me. I would love to see it. And I would love to be pinged. And I would love to comment on it and share it and do anything to help you grow your momentum and stand out and grow. So, That is a wrap now. I have finished. If you do want my little cheat sheet, because I do have a cheat sheet of how to go live with the bullet points and everything that we just talked about, I put in my little cheat sheet that I give to my clients so that they can go live. I do have it. If you want it, just drop me a comment and let me know that you want the cheat sheet, and I will certainly send it to you. I'll direct message it to you. I'll email it to you. However, I find your contact info. Okay. Because there is a method to the madness. And the whole thing about going live is getting comfortable with how uncomfortable it is. Because at first, I will tell you and I warn you, it is very, very uncomfortable. And you're going to go live and you're going to be feeling really, really weird because you're like, nobody's watching, and you're going to judge yourself because you're going to be looking at yourself and you're like, I look fat, or that my hair doesn't look right. You know, you're going to judge and judge. And I'm just here to tell you, you just have to go with it. You have to go with it, and you have to entertain yourself and know that people are watching, and you have content to share that there's somebody out there who wants it. There is somebody who wants it. And the more often that you do it, the more consistent you do it, the more you're going to grow your following. Okay. They don't have to be long and arduous like mine. They don't. You can be short, simple, and sweet and to the point. And they can be they can be from, 1 minute to 10 minutes. It can be anywhere in between. There is no rhyme or reason. It just has to be comfortable for you. That's it. Just got to be comfortable for you. And you can do this. I know you can. And I can't wait to see everybody go live. I cannot wait. So again, tag me. I'm happy to share your live and view it and support you and do whatever I can so that your live goes viral. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. And as I always wrap this up, let me see if I can get my banners working, because I started all this new rebranding, and then I have my old banners, and I'm just like, hey, I don't even like my old banners anymore. I like my new graphics. So, if you are locked down still, then stay home and be safe and be positive. I know I am. My whole team is. And we have been working from home for a while now, and it probably will be for the rest of the year. If you have any questions, certainly reach out to me. You can reach out to me via my website. I have a couple of them. If you have any other questions, or you just want to have a free consult with Kat, certainly reach out to me. And again, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment, tag somebody who you think would benefit from this. I would love for them to learn more and for them to help them stand out and grow. And thank you so much for your time. And as I always end this, you got this. So until next time, I'll see you then, and have a great night. Thank you.